Hello students, this is my second video for class 9 Social Science Economics part. Chapter 1, the story of village Palampur. This is the part 2. In part 1 we have studied what the subject economics consists of, that is what is economics, village Palampur, where is village Palampur, and a brief introduction of the village Palampur. Please send the home assignment to my mail. In this video, let us learn few general things about production. So, what is production? The act of producing different goods and services. Very simple. What is production? The act of producing different goods and services are called production. Production of what? What will we produce, or what will people produce? People will produce those goods and services that we want, that is required. In order to produce all these goods and services, different factors of production are required. So what will we produce? We'll produce the goods and services that we want, and for producing all these goods and services, different factors of production are required. There are generally 4 factors of production. They are land, labor, capital, and entrepreneur. First and most important factor of production is land. Second is labor. Third is capital, that is physical capital. Entrepreneur, that is human capital. Okay, let us see a picture. The first picture showing the example of land, second labor, third capital, and the fourth enterprise, that is human capital. Okay, land. As I have already told you that land is the most important factor of production. We cannot start up any production activity without a place. A place is required to build a factory, building. Land is therefore the first and foremost factor of production. Land also includes other natural resources like water, forest, minerals, etc. Okay, now let us come to labor. For production, we need labor to do our work. The laborers may be skilled, unskilled, educated, uneducated, but they do the work that is to be done in the production process. Some production activities require highly educated workers to perform the necessary tasks. So, we need to appoint educated and skilled labor in some cases, and in other manual activities, we employ unskilled or uneducated labor. The third important factor of production is physical capital. So, students, in production process, variety of inputs are required at every stage of production. At every stage of production, different production at different stages of production, different varieties of inputs are required. The inputs may be of different types. Okay, there are some which are to be purchased once and can be used again and again. Okay, but there are some which are daily used for production. So, on the basis of that, the physical capital is divided into fixed capital and working capital. Fixed capital, those inputs which are to be purchased only once and can be used again and again, they are called fixed capital, and the inputs which are daily required for the production process are called working capital. The example of fixed capital are tools, then machines, then buildings. Say for example, machine For a factory, a machine is required. Suppose you purchased a machine. That machine can be used again and again for producing different goods. But working capital example is raw material. The raw material is required every day. So you need to purchase that raw material regularly. Again, another example of working capital will be fuel used in machine. Suppose you have bought a machine, that is fixed capital, but the fuel which is required to run the machine is the example of working capital. Last, enterprise, that is the human capital. So what is human capital? You need knowledge and enterprise. Okay, knowledge and enterprise are required by human being to put together land, labor, capital and produce an output. Okay, why human capital is important? Because knowledge and enterprise are required by human being to bring together all the other three factors of production, that is land, labor and capital, to produce an output. Okay, this is called human capital. So let us look at this table. 4 factors of production. First is land, most important. Also other natural resources such as water, forest, minerals are included. Second is labor, people who will do the work. They may be skilled, unskilled, educated or uneducated. Third is physical capital, variety of inputs required at every stage of production are the physical capital. Physical capital may be fixed capital or working capital. Fixed capital, those inputs which are purchased once and used again and again. Example of fixed capital are machines, building, tractor. Working capital, which are to be purchased regularly. Okay, example of working capital are raw material, fuel used in machines, etc. Last one is human capital. What is human capital? Knowledge and enterprise required by human to put land, labor, capital together to produce an output is the human capital. Human capital is actually the value that is owned by human beings. So clear all the 4 factors of production. If you have any doubt, please ask me. Next, our next topic is farming in Palampur. Let us move to the first sub-point. Number 1, land is fixed. So the resource land is a resource, right? Land is fixed. Land do not keeps on increasing. It remains fixed. In Palampur, in that particular village Palampur, the main occupation of the people is farming. 75% of the working people depend on farming. So what is their aim? What is the aim of the farmers? Their aim is to increase production of goods and services. But to raise this production of goods and services, land is not available. Land is not available means land is fixed. So land under cultivation is fixed and it cannot be increased. All the wasteland available are converted to cultivable land. Wasteland that remain idle are already converted to cultivable land in the village of Palampur. There is no scope to increase farm production by bringing new land under cultivation. Because why there is no scope? Because there is no new land available in that particular village. So there is no scope to increase the farm production by bringing new land under cultivation. So they have to search for new options. In this chapter we have already studied the first sub point. Second we will start in the next video. See, from this part, farming in Palampur, point number 1, you can expect this question Explain land as a scarce resource. Means scarcity is there. Scarcity of land is there. How to explain? You need to write from here. Next is it possible to increase production by bringing new land under cultivation? The answer of both the question will be same. You need to write the answer of both these questions from here. So students, we have come to the end of today's class. These are the 2 questions for home assignment. First is there are 4 requirements for the production of goods and services. What are they? You need to name them: land, labor, human capital and physical capital. Explain them. You need to explain it properly. If you don't explain properly, you need to rewrite the home assignment. So at first only write the home assignment nicely. Name them. Physical capital. Under physical capital, please mention fixed capital and working capital and write the definition which I have told you. Okay. Next question is explain land as a scarce resources. The answer is from here. Don't write line by line. Okay. Write in your own words. Thank you.